Hello, Facebook group. Sorry I'm a few minutes late. Welcome to week 3 of Build a Better You. Today's topic is build a better environment. Part of sticking to your goals is to make sure that we are surrounded by people and environments that support our goals. So this topic, I think I purposefully chose right before Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving Eve. I chose this topic because we have triggers. We have triggers as human beings. Like when maybe you walk into a church, you think differently. Uh, um, or you speak differently, sorry, is what I meant to say. You speak differently. If you go to an amusement park, there's, cravings for fair food and you speak loud and, there's just different environments put you in different moods. And if being in a home with lots of sweets and you have a sweet tooth, um, makes you say, I have no control, then we have to set up our environment to not make this fail, to set us up for success. So in today's short talk, because it's a holiday week, I don't want to make it too long. I want to talk about your grocery list, your um, pantry, what it's filled with, and hopefully we can set that environment up for you to succeed. And then briefly, we're going to talk about tomorrow. Thanksgiving is also one of those hot topics where people say, I'm just going to eat, and I want you to. So we'll talk about that here in a second. So when we are talking about grocery lists, um, one of the things that stuck with me throughout the years is that if you are aiming to eat a lot of vegetables, make sure there's a lot of vegetables in your grocery cart. Um, Making sure that that gets ordered or you go through the produce section first. Because sometimes we get to the point where we're exhausted at the end of the order or the end of the grocery trip, and you're just like, whatever, I'll leave it. So go to the produce section first. And buy vegetables that you actually like and that you know that your family will like. Because part of the thing of throwing vegetables away is you're not quite sure what to do with it, or you don't have a recipe ready, or like my kids have never tried this before, so I don't want to do it and fail and take the time and then them not eat it. I've been there for sure. So making sure that you're picking foods that you like, doesn't have to be fancy, doesn't have to be kale, but we want to make sure we're picking foods that our family likes and that you know how to prepare. And if you're someone that doesn't really want to prepare vegetables, I am not against frozen vegetables. There's actually some proof that frozen vegetables have more nutrition than fresh vegetables, even um, because they have more regulation with when they can freeze them in their ripe prime. They have to freeze them. So frozen vegetables always a go. Please don't boil them to smithereens. I prefer steaming methods. So have veggies, have fruits so that um, you can make sure that you're having plenty of fiber and nutrient dense foods in your home. The other thing I would say is fruits. Have fruits that are easy to eat. If you're someone that won't eat an apple unless you cut it, don't buy apples because that extra step of cutting your fruit might keep you from eating it. So taking something like blueberries and pre-washing them and drying them very good before you put them back in the refrigerator can be a great way to eat fruit because it's already washed. You don't have to do any preparation, something along those lines. So picking foods that you know you'll eat that don't seem overburdensome and making sure they're in sight or in their ready to eat modes. And then again, if you are somebody that has a sweet tooth or you have sweets in your house for kids and you have a hard time saying no to them, put them in a place where when you open your pantry, you don't see them right away. Our brains understand different foods and how they make you feel. And so when you see that food and it lights up your pleasure center part of your brain, no amount of willpower is going to keep you from eating it because your brain has already pushed that button and it won't let it go. But if your brain doesn't see it, if your eyes don't see it, you can kind of quiet those cravings, those impulses. So keeping things out of sight if possible, keeping good choices in the view of everything. And yeah, that's kind of like setting up your environment at home. Um, Obviously, I would love to see something along the lines of recipe building or finding a couple recipes that you know you can buy the ingredients for so that you have it ready. Um, Meal planning in a sort of a way, knowing that Tuesday night I have time to cook XYZ, and so making sure all those ingredients are there for it. Um, I talk a lot in my sessions, if we were to work one-on-one, about decision fatigue and how just the very thought of making another choice at the end of the day, especially as mothers, um, it is hard to make good decisions when we're decisioned out. And so having pre-made that decision makes it much easier for you to complete your goal. So yes, having some sort of plan throughout the week, putting the good foods out in the forefront, um, and keeping things as easily accessible as possible. Um, yes, and so if anyone has any questions about that, you let me know. I was really hoping for some questions this week. I didn't get any. That's okay. But I did want to talk about tomorrow very quickly. Thanksgiving. It is probably the most known food holiday in the United States. I know most holidays revolve around food, but Thanksgiving I think is the highest. Um, it takes the prize. Um, Eat what you would like. Don't ever restrict the types of food. What I would ask for is to make sure you're watching your portions. Um, you can have a bite of everything. But when we try to like clean our plates or um, get too much, we get to a point where we're uncomfortable. So listen to your hunger cues, your fullness cues. Um, I tell people to choose your favorite things. Like if you only see somebody's special macaroni and cheese once a year, fine, have the macaroni and cheese. But if it's just like regular macaroni and cheese that you can make anytime, maybe it's not worth it. Maybe have the pie that you only see twice a year, that kind of thing. So save it for your favorite foods, enjoy your family, stay active. Um, Remember to honor other people's cravings and desires, making sure not to, make too many comments about others, and just try to eat some vegetables if possible, and just enjoy the holiday and be thankful for everything that you have, and that the Lord has given you blessings in this year. So enjoy Thanksgiving. If you're someone that knows that you mindless eat, I know I am. So I need to like remove myself from the food because if it's not there, I'm not going to reach for it. So placing, like, again, the environment, building a better environment, take yourself away from the food table. Walk away, go to a different room, sip on. Um, water or something to kind of keep you distracted and stay away from your temptation if you've already had enough and you're full. And so listen to your body, enjoy your family, eat your favorite things. Remember, this is just one meal out of the whole week. It shouldn't derail your whole goal and journey in this end of the year. So enjoy it. Um, let me know if you guys have any questions. I will be with my family a lot of this weekend too, so I'll check in as much as I can. I will post a few resources on the site after this, but I'm very much wishing you a happy Thanksgiving, and I hope that you enjoy yourself. Stay safe, and God bless. Bye.